we pulled a 7-star Patriot, man. Definitely was super random. Wasn't expecting this from a Titan Crystal, but hey, we take it, man. So I was optimistic. I'm like, yo, what is this dude about? I went on YouTube, didn't really find that much information on him. There were only like 7 videos on Patriot. So in this video, we're gonna break down how he works. Very simple champion, very easy rotation. So we're going to break that down. We're also going to let you know the best relic you should be running on him. And lastly, I'm going to give you my final thoughts on where I think he ranks as far as champion tier list or whatever the case is. But, you know, super fun champion. Before we get into the video, leave a like, subscribe, and also turn post notifications on if you are vibing with this video, man. Let's get into the video. So this showcase is to simplify how to use Patriot. So it's way easier for me to just show you his kit than to read it. So that's what we're gonna do. So his main immunity is weakness. It suffers a 75% reduced potency. Patriot is a lot like Kingpin in the sense that he needs to gain debuffs. Instead of rage debuffs, he is gaining resolve debuffs. How do you gain these debuffs? It's by increasing the combo meter. And you increase this combo meter by using light attacks. So you want to be using as many light attacks as possible. Gain up to 7 revival charges. Use a heavy into the SB2 so you get massive damage. And that's pretty much his rotation. Let's just get into the gameplay so you get what I'm talking about. So the cool thing about Patriot is that his buffs are passive. Every time you parry the opponent, you gain a vigilance buff, being able to bypass miss. Also, along with that, when you use a heavy, you gain a passive precision. This precision can be paused every time you strike the opponent or hit into their block. So you want to be using light attacks because it increases the combo meter by 2 for every hit. After a multiple of 10 in the combo meter, Patriot will gain a resolve debuff, and you want to gain at least 7 of these to do your massive damage. Additionally, using a special attack 1 can grant you up to 2 resolve debuffs, making your ramp up a little bit easier as you get to your SB2. So now you want to rush to an SB2 with at least a stack of 7 resolve debuffs. Max stack is 10. So once you get to this point, you let the opponent use a special, make sure they don't have any power, dash back, hold your heavy, and let the opponent try to attack you, activating a reversal. This is like a counter evade, and when you do this, it converts up to 7 resolve debuffs into 2 passive precisions and a massive fury, causing the crazy damage. One thing to note is that you want to wait until the opponent has stood up after the counter evade to use a SB2. This allows the SB2 to be fully unblockable, and it just provides a little bit more consistency in his fighting. So that's pretty much his rotation. After the SB2, you want to make sure you're aggressive because each hit keeps the passive buffs paused, and you kind of, hopefully you can get to another SB2 and do some more massive damage. So yeah, that's his rotation. Very fun, hits very hard. Legit champion. So if you ever need to use his SB3, the first 3 times this attack is used, Patriot reduces the number of resolve debuffs consumed by his reversal by 1 for the rest of the fight. This also refreshes personal fury and precision passives, making that SB2 a little bit more sustainable if you can get to an SB3. So yeah, that's pretty much his kit. So now let's get into the relics. The most beneficial relic I was using is the Black Panther relic. This significantly increases its damage. You could also use the Black Widow relic, but this relic is better in my opinion. As far as stat focus goes, you want to be making sure you run critical damage rating and block penetration as the defense, and that's pretty much it, my people. So overall thoughts on 7-star Patriot. I think that he's actually, I'm not gonna say he's underrated. I'm gonna say that he does exactly what he needs to do. There is some value in him being a burst champion, a rupture dealing champion. You know what I'm saying? Having passive buffs, that's always clutch, man. That there's nothing that can really stop him from doing what he needs to do, which is a positive. The negatives about Patriot is that He doesn't have any immunities. That's always a red flag for champions. Secondly, his heavy counter into SB2 doesn't always work. Sometimes the champion, the AI is reluctant to attack you and you just get hit in the face, or you just end up throwing your heavy and then getting hit in the face. So you have to be kind of careful with that. Those are my two general red flags for Patriot. Besides that, he's a great overall champion. I think that if you pull him out of a Titan, 100% worth the rank 2. He's going to be relevant for the next couple BG metas. Definitely a sleeper champion. I don't really think that people are going to be banning him too much. So yeah, man, if you pull a 7-star Patriot, yeah, no, definitely rank 2 this man. He hits hard. But besides that, man, that's the video, man. Hope you enjoyed. We out this thing, man.